Silky Road. I sat down to take a quick look and I didn't get back up for 5.5 hours. I ground it all the way out to station 100, and by that point my train was so strong that nothing could lay a finger on it. Anything with a train in it has always had a bit of a head start with me, I'll own that, but this one earned it through the time I played. So the way it works, you're a train rolling along a track, and every station a wave of enemies comes in to attack you. I was never really sure why they wanted us dead, other than they wanted to have a go at the train, which is good enough reason for me to fight back. Each station plays a bit like a tower defense round, except your cards do the fighting on their own. You've got a few active abilities you can jump in with, but for the most part I just set things going and let the train handle the rest. My job was really around deciding what cards I had and where they sat. You build the train out of cards and you buy every card at level 1. Merge 3 of the same together and they go up to silver. 3 silvers go to gold. There's weapon cards, like a ruby one that fires a constant laser, a standard turret, a Tesla tower. There's support cards, one that shoves enemies back, healers that patch up the cart next to them or the most damaged cart on the whole train, and there's economy ones, forges that make iron you sell at the end of the round, a payload cart that fills up with the resources and then you can cash out. I got most of my cards to gold by the end. There's one little gripe with the merging. The number of cards you can have means you can't quite get everything to gold because you run out of room to line up 2 silvers and 3 bronzes for that last merge. But you do get around it because mystery stops and rewards on the map hand you spare cards, and those let you push past the card cap, and that can help finish off the golds. Those active abilities did come in handy, mind. My favourite was the grabber. The rocket launchers guys like to sit just out of range of the saws spinning off the side of my train, so I grabbed them and dragged them close enough to get shredded. There's an artillery shell you can fire, but it takes a while to land, so you'll miss unless something's standing still. And luckily, some of them do, in a nice cluster. There's a freeze that slows everyone down, and a big heal for when a wave's getting on top of you. You make your way along branching train route, picking which stations to go to next, and that's the roguelike side. Stations let you heal a cart or upgrade one of the cart's health and damage. Every cart has its own health, and if it breaks it stops working until you find somewhere to repair it. The locomotive at the front has health too, so if that goes, you runs over. You also pick from around 5 different starting locomotives, some more economy focused, some are more damage, and a little bit in between. The routes and the cards and the combos, there's a lot of different runs that you can have here in the demo. I played this for a long time, all the way to station 100. That was my target I'd set myself, and by that point I didn't really think anything was going to take me out. I'd gone damage with heal, skipped most of the economy, and I was healing about as fast as I was taking damage, so I stopped needing to bother. After about 20 stations I wasn't even using an active ability anymore. The train was strong enough to handle the lot on its own. The devs have been reacting to feedback on Steam, and one of the things people asked for in the discussions was to let it run in the background, because if you alt tab it just stops. That got added while I was playing, so I could set the train going even at triple speed and go do something on another screen while the fight played out. It did get a bit tiresome near the very end, but only because there was nothing left for me to do. I'd pretty much made the train that was a superpower, so I just had to wait it out each round. So there's 2 things I think need to look forward to in the full game, and to be fair, the team already know it. Difficulty runs away from you once you've got a strong build. It gets to the point where it just stops being much of a fight, and there's nothing to spend your gold on that late on. Once I'd bought all the artifacts, the gold just piled up. I got to about 3,000 with nowhere to put it. I'd love if there was more choice. You know, the games where you've got 5 slots and 15 artifacts and you have to pick which ones you use, just to give the gold somewhere to go. The art's simple, but it works. I was probably engaged the whole way through, and it will run just about on any computer, which for me is a plus, because it means pretty much anyone can give it a go. The demo's live on Steam right now, and the full game's due in Q4 of 2026. My verdict is a play. Trains get me over the line quicker than most, I'll own that, but this one earned it on its own. The merging and that pull of just one more station kept me going long after I'd basically won. It thins out right at the end and the balance needs work, but I flew through 5.5 hours, and I reckon most people will too. Check out the next video to see if it could be your new favourite game. I play the demos, you play the hits, and I'll see you on the next one.